guys, welcome back to my kitchen. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make these light and fluffy lemon cupcakes. These are delicious. You are going to love them. So let's get started with these delicious, light, fluffy, vegan, I hope I didn't forget vegan, cupcakes. So welcome to my channel, guys. Again, Vicki-Lynne here, and welcome to my kitchen. So glad you could join me again. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because you're not going to want to miss any of these delicious recipes that I have. I'm going to show you how delicious vegan food can taste without harming anybody and hopefully saving part of the planet at the same time. And if you are one of my already family members or friends, I like to call you all my family members, welcome back to my channel. So to get started, we have our lemons. That's where we're getting some of our flavor from. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our own buttermilk. So I have a cup and a half of plant-based milk. And before you, don't worry about jotting this down. I'm going to have the recipe down below for you, so everything's good. We're going to make our own buttermilk. I know I'm using air quotes. I just don't want to always keep going like vegan this, vegan that. So we're just going to use plant milk. I'm just using an almond milk. So it's going to be a cup and a half, and we're going to use a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. This is the one, I got this at Costco. You can get apple cider vinegar anywhere. Oh, actually, no, I was wrong. This one I actually got at Aldi. So we're just going to mix the apple cider vinegar in with our plant-based milk. You're going to give that a stir, and we're going to set that aside while we get the rest of our recipe going. So you should be preheating your oven to about 350 degrees. We'll set that aside. The next thing we're going to do, and this is a super simple recipe, we're going to get our bowl, and I'm going to use half a cup of plant-based butter. I'm using, the Earth Balance in the sticks. This one works better. It's non-hydrogenated. It's best for baking. And just a mixer. And I'm just going to, should be softened, so I'm just going to lightly whip that a little bit. Okay. Just to kind of get it, incorporate it. There we go. And then to that, we're going to add a cup and a half of sugar. You can use cane sugar, any kind of vegan sugar that you want to use. And we're just going to cream this together. And I'm just going to start it off slow. Let me turn this off. So what you want to do is you want to be incorporating your butter with the sugar so that it amalgamates together, and it actually will turn a lighter color. You want it to all kind of blend and be creamy. Okay? Okay, so that's light and fluffy enough. We're going to put in some lemon zest. Oh, sorry. What I'm saying here. Some lemon extract. Some vanilla extract. And then I've zested the lemon. So I've just used a little lemon zester. And I'm putting in about 2 tablespoons. That smells so good. I'm just going to combine it again. Sure, if you had a stand mixer, that would be great. Now you can't see it, but our milk has actually curdled. Do not be alarmed. That is actually what we want. That is actually what buttermilk does. That's what's going to make our muffins all light and fluffy. So we're going to actually add that to our sugar. And blend. I think I wore the right top for this one because this one's going all over the place. And now to this, we're going to add our flour. And it is 2 3/4 cup of flour. We're actually going to put our flour on top of our wet ingredients. This is a super simple one bowl recipe. We don't even need a flax egg. Okay. I think I'm actually going to finish this off by hand. And on the top, we're going to add our baking powder and some salt. We want to kind of incorporate the baking powder in with the flour and then incorporate it. And that's it. Super simple. Smells so good, guys. Oh, the lemon. Lemon is one of my favorites. Lemon and strawberry, I have to say, are my favorites. Get everything out of the way here. There we go. Now, we have our pan. So just your muffin pan. Just filled it. Our oven's all set. And now we're just going to put our batter in. Fill it about 2/3 of the way. Depends on how big you want them. So it also depends on which scoop you want to use. We're just going to fill this up all the way. Put it in the oven. Check it at about 20 minutes. And again, everybody's oven is different. So when I give you measurements, always make sure you're checking your oven because everybody's oven is not always accurate unless you have a thermometer in there. So always make sure you're checking your oven. I know you're going to leave me comments below. Mine burnt. Just kidding. Everybody's oven is different. Okay, so we're going to stick these in the oven. And then we're going to make this lovely lemon buttercream icing to go on top of them when they come out. There we go. Off to the oven, guys. Our cupcakes are almost done in the oven. We're going to make our lemon frosting for them. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to want to make sure you have some softened vegan butter, which I have. And we're going to want to zest some lemon. So I have our lemon. So just remember, I'm using a little zester. So I used my zester and then just finely chopped it. So you want to make sure you're just getting the yellow off. You don't want the white. The pith is the bitter part of the lemon. You want just the yellow part because that's what imparts all that lemon, the oils. That's what makes it the lemony flavor. So I'm going to use a deep bowl because I'm going to try not to get this all over the place. So first we're going to whip our butter. So we're going to start with half a cup of butter. I'm only going to use a little bit. This makes about 12 cupcakes or so. Go. Hi, welcome to my show. Technical difficulties once again. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to beat this a little bit. Get this going. You want to aerate your butter a little bit, nice and smooth. To that, we're going to add about a tablespoon of our lemon zest. I'm going to leave a little bit just for the tops of our cupcakes. And then we're going to need about a tablespoon. Let me just. Move that out of the way. There we go. There we go. so you can see everything. We're going to need about a tablespoon of the juice. 1 to 2 tablespoons, depending on how much you're making. Super simple. So there's 1 tablespoon. I'm just going to finish juicing this 1/2 of the. So that's almost 2 tablespoons. So now I know how much I have in there. Just going to put that aside. Okay, so where was I? So the cupcakes have come out. So now we have our lemon zest in here, our butter whipped. We're going to add a little bit of vanilla. Again, no worries. Recipe will be down below. I'm going to start with a little bit of the lemon juice, and then we'll add as we need it. And now I'm going to start with about 2 cups of confectioner's sugar, icing sugar, whatever you guys call it. That's not quite 2 cups, but we'll start with that. We're going to start it on low. That blended in quite nicely. Add some more, another cup. Just slowly keep adding. Super simple. And then just increase the speed when you want to ready to whip it. I'm going to add the rest of that lemon juice. And then 1 more cup of the, or not quite a cup, of the icing sugar. And then we're all set. And then you're just going to keep whipping it. Make it all nice and light and fluffy. Now if you have a stand mixer, so much easier. But we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Still better than whipping it with your hand. Okay, so we're going to give this a try. That's lovely. You could add a little bit of extract if you want. You could add a little bit more lemon zest, which I think I'm going to do. Just a little bit. There we go. And I am just going to add another squeeze of lemon. Just to boost the flavor, just to boost the, there we go. Once you've beaten it, you've aerated it, nice and light and fluffy. You can see that. There we go. We're going to let our cupcakes cool, and then once they're nice and cool and chilled, we can ice them. All right, so the cupcakes are now cooled. I actually chilled them in the fridge because I'm in a hurry. And we don't want our nice buttercream to melt all over them. So I'm just going to take an offset spatula, and I'm just going to do a nice thin coat. I don't want them to be too thick. We just want a nice, they're already nice and lemony. We just want to. Now you could get your piping bag out if you want to make them all nice and fancy, but hey, it's a Thursday night. and I just thought I'd surprise the girls at work with a nice little treat for Friday at work. So just going to finish this up, and I'll show you what they look like when they're all done. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me for this video. Hope you enjoy this recipe. Give it a try. Make it for somebody you love, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.